In 1970, Porsche 917K driven by Richard Atwood and Hans Hermann clinched first overall victory at Le Mans. With a powerful V12 engine, it was an extremely light race car. In 1971, again Porsche 917K driven by Dr. Helmut and Heislennep dominated with light magnesium frame and short tail, setting a distance record of 5,335 km that stood for nearly 40 years. In 1976, Porsche 936 Spyder was the first turbo winner at Le Mans. Racing drivers were Jackie Ickx and Heislennep. In 1977, just an hour into the race, Porsche 936 Spyder was in 41st place after a repair. 23 hours later, Spyder clinched victory on 5 cylinders. Drivers were Jackie Ickx, Jurgen Barth, and Hurley Haywood. In 1979, Porsche 935 K3 driven by Bill Whittington, Klaus Ludwig, and Don Whittington took the victory as Porsche only win in the GT category, a first success in rear-engine car race. In 1981, Porsche 936 with a new engine and aerodynamics started the record series of 7 triumphs in succession. Racing drivers were Jackie Ickx and Derek Bell. In 1982, Porsche 956 driven by again Jackie Ickx and Derek Bell was victorious, dominating Group C racing for years. It used Motoronic system and monoblock aluminium brake calipers. In 1983, Porsche 956 dominance continued as it clinched 8th victory with 9 956 cars in top 10. Drivers were Hobart, Vernon Chupin, and Hurley Haywood. In 1984, again Porsche 956, this time driven by Klaus Ludwig and Henry Pesarolo, continued to dominate, marking Porsche's third consecutive win. 7 more 956 cars finished in the top 10. In 1985, the same Porsche 956 driven by Paulo Barilla, John Winter, and Klaus Ludwig secured another victory, extending its streak in mid-80s. In 1986, Porsche 962C, successor to the 956, claimed its first Le Mans victory. Racing drivers were Derek Bell, Hans Stuck, and Holbert. In 1987, again 962C with Derek Bell, Hans Stuck, and Holbert through their all-out attack strategy clinched victory against British competitor. In 1994, Porsche Dower 962 Le Mans, a modified version of the 962 developed by Dower, took the win in the GT category. Racing drivers were Hurley Haywood, Mauro Baldi, and Yannick Damas. In 1996, Porsche returned to the top with a victory for the TWR-developed WSC 95. Racing drivers were Alexander Wurz, Manuel Reuter, and Davy Jones. In 1997, again Porsche WSC 95 took a back-to-back win, and Tom Christensen claimed the first of his record 9 victories. Other drivers were Michel Alberto and Stephen Johnson. In 1998, Porsche 911 GT1 claimed the final win of the 20th century against Toyota. The race ended with a double victory for the 911 GT1 98. In 2015, Porsche 919 Hybrid returned to winning form after 17 years with racing drivers Nick Tandy, Earl Bamber, and Nico Hülkenberg. In 2016, again, Porsche 919 Hybrid secured a dramatic victory after Toyota's car broke down in the final minutes of the race. Racing drivers were Mark Lieb, Romain Dumas, and Neil Janney. In 2017, again, Porsche 919 Hybrid completed a hat-trick of wins with driving team of Timo Bernhard, Earl Bamber, and Brendan Hartley, cementing their dominance.